In this video, I am gonna answer just one question. And this question I am being asked all the time. Which camera should you buy? Very often, when I tell people that I am a professional photographer and filmmaker, I get asked this question. Which camera should I buy? I'm shopping for the camera now and we don't know which one to buy. Will you tell me which camera I should buy? Well, I don't know the answer. I don't know you. So in this video, I will try to make you think which camera you should buy. The fact is that the more expensive camera won't make you better photographer. It's the truth. You have to know how that camera works. You have to know why you have to change settings. You have to understand the light. You have to understand how the photography works to be able to use that expensive camera to your advantage. The number of millions of pixels doesn't make the camera take better photos. This is the probably number one selling point for most cameras. How many millions of pixels it has. It can take the picture at. And that doesn't really matter to the quality of the pictures. If you take a camera and set it up at 5 million pixels and take the photo, and then you take the same photo at 60 million pixels, for example, the picture will be identical. The only difference is it's the physical size of the file printed. So if you are shopping for a camera to print wallpapers, you need high number of pixels. But if you're looking for a camera to take pictures of your kids, you're gonna print 7x5. Every camera on the market now will do that, including your phone. And that brings me to smartphones. They are smart, and the cameras in their phones today are very, very good. In fact, because they are smart, it makes them better than bigger cameras. Very often makes them better than bigger cameras because they can adjust pretty much anything inside automatically. If you're taking a picture at night at candlelight or you're taking a picture on the beach, the phone will know that and you will adjust everything for you. When you take big professional camera you spend a lot of money on, you will have to decide all the settings for that camera to take the best picture at those conditions. The phone will do it all for you. When shopping for a camera and deciding which camera you should buy, you should firstly think, what do you need that camera for? So if you need a camera just to capture memories, you capture your kids' birthdays, you want to capture the family Christmas together, or you want to capture your holidays, your travels, you need probably just a smartphone or a small point and shoot camera. But if you are thinking of being more creative and having full control over the camera and to learn how the settings work, why you would change ISO settings, shutter speeds, apertures, and possibly you want to make money with your camera, you should spend more money and get something with exchangeable lenses. So you have to decide not only what your budget is, but what you need the camera for. In every category will have a variety of cameras to buy. So for example, if you want to buy a point and shoot camera, you can buy one really cheap, bottom of the range, which literally will switch it on and take the picture. There'll be no manual settings of any kind. But you can also have a point and shoot which is more expensive and it has got all the manual settings for you to be creative with if you want to. But what is expectation versus reality, especially with the more expensive cameras? They advertised with these beautiful pictures you can take. You often see people posting pictures on Instagram and they tag that camera, particular camera, in the post. You see maybe review videos or photographers using them, and you think if you buy that camera, you're gonna get those amazing results straight from the box. And this couldn't be further from the truth. You have to learn how the camera works. You have to learn how the light works. You have to understand the basics, at least basics, of photography to be able to achieve anything even remotely okay. So very often people have very high expectation from expensive cameras. and there's always a learning curve. So if you are gonna spend a lot of money on an expensive DSLR mirrorless camera and lenses, and you have never used one before, that camera is not gonna make you a professional photographer overnight. You will have to learn to use it. And a lot of people buy these cameras because they believe they are gonna deliver better pictures. When they try it, the expectations versus reality is completely separate. They don't get the results straight away, and they put the camera away and they never use it again, or very, very rarely, and every time they do, they're disappointed. And this is only because they don't know how the camera works. So in that instance, the big expensive professional camera is not for you. You should use something which, if you want to have a control, will give you that, but most of the time will do automatic settings for you, and it will do great pictures straight from the box. Most of good photography comes with practice. Yes, you could be lucky. You could just take the camera out and be lucky when you press that button and get an amazing, amazing image. But most of the time, most of us will have to learn, and you can only learn by practicing. So if you are using your phone, using point and shoot camera or whatever camera you have, if you don't use it all the time and you don't know all the buttons, you don't know how it performs under different light conditions, you don't know the focal length of your lens, you don't know how far or close you have to be to get that particular image you want, you will never get good pictures. So whatever camera you are going to buy, you already have, you should be using it all the time to get better with it. Practice, practice, practice. Practice makes perfect. So the answer to the question which camera you should buy is you should buy the camera right for your needs. And that means if you want a easy, no hassle, straight out of your pocket, press the button and get that memory captured, use your phone. That's the best camera you're gonna get now. If you want to separate your phone from the camera, that's a good reason to buy cheap point and shoot. And I tell you that I have one. I have a little Sony point and shoot and I absolutely love it. It's great for pictures, it's great for video. It's not professional camera, it will never be professional camera, but it captures my memories for me brilliantly. If you want to do something more with your photography, you want to learn, you want to be creative with it, you want to explore different things, you should buy more expensive point and shoot to start with. Then if you're confident with that, go for something bigger like bridge cameras. They're absolutely great. You don't have to worry about lenses, you don't have to worry about changing lenses. They're great all around packages and they give you full automatic settings, usually great big zooms as well to get closer to whatever you are photographing, and also manual settings if you want to explore those. And then if you want to go full on and potentially make money with your camera, think about DSLR lenses, mirrorless cameras, and learn the settings, learn how it works when you got it. Don't just buy the camera because they told you it's got 50 million pixels. It won't make you a better photographer. Think about what you're gonna use it for and how you're gonna use it before spending your money. Very often on commercial shoots I take the few pictures and I show them to a client on the back of the camera or my laptop, and I hear this very often. People say, wow, this camera is amazing. And I always say, yes, it is. I've taught it everything it knows. Oh, here you go, maybe. Yes, hey, camera knows I'm here. in this week's video, I'm talking about in this week's video, first video with my glasses on, old glasses, new on video. Hey, I think I've done pretty good there, so let's go.